Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
By 90, by 20.
That was 2nd down throw for Vick. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And give them a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, Vick. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
By 20, by 20.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, a piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Vick and Rice hook up for a big one, and even 40 yards. Back now in Atlanta as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Vick. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, 32 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Michael Vick. They shakes him off. Dancing to his left. And he... get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Right 20.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Sanders. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A first down throw coming for Vick. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Looking deep downfield. Time for a break. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing, Vick. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Vick and the offense will start 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Vick. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job. You're knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Vic. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Michael Vick out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A very solid gain of 27. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. He'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. Back to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. One last shot for Michael Vick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end...
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA.
And the Hounds, it's first down and 10 for their offense as they get ready to go. Vic to throw. Escapes the sack. Being chased out left. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Vic on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last year.
Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. 20, 10. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this...
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. Second down, Vic steps away. And now running right through it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Vic now from the 50. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. He fights him off. Buying time to his left. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they...
And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. And now the offense getting ready on second down. Vic now. Where is this play going? And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Vic. Man open, Rice. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Vic operating on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it's caught. Touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And his guys are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a good...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.